Yo, everyone, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, here are 6 defending techniques that will help you guys concede less goals in FT25. Starting off with number 1, this is going to be probably my favorite one, as you can see from the title, intercepting the pass, okay, cutting passing lane. So we're going to go through right now. I actually want to try get the epic pen out and kind of show you some of the clips, but this is, I would say, just my favorite way of defending, and it's just from stopping the passing lanes, okay? So hopefully this works, and there you go, perfect. Okay, great. So right now we're going to go through some clips here, and we're going to break down specific ones. So right now you see we go across, and in this situation I can see that the attacker's making a run, okay? So as I'm kind of closing the ball now, as soon as he turns out, he gives me his intention. He's not going for goal, he's going for the pass. So now I'm going to use this second man to press him, and the first man I'm going to back away and watch the pass. And most of the time the opponents give up their opportunity. They kind of tell you what they're going to do based on their body language. So right now as well in the next clip, look what the opponent does. As he goes through right now, you see as they're turning in, I can see he's slowing down. He's not trying to beat the man, he's trying to go for the pass. So I take my time and then I get the pass right there. So you always want to wait and kind of block the passing option, and then you're going to get to a point where you limit them where they don't really have anything else to do and they have to go for goal, and that's where you can stop them. So cutting the passing lanes, like every time you have an opportunity, like right now I'm just going to watch the pass, and if they don't go for the pass, then you know they're going for goal, you can stop them. But most of the time, as you're seeing here, they are going to go for the pass, especially when they slow down. It means they're trying to line up that pass right there, and even though for you it looks obvious you're blocking the pass, for them they don't realize it, and it's just a super easy way of conceding less goals. It's probably one of the most efficient ways, I would say. It's just watching the passing lane, and what you're going to realize is when people are playing, it looks obvious to you that, oh, you know, they're not going to pass because I'm blocking it. But when they have that kind of vision in their head, they're just trying to pull it off. They're not really thinking to be creative. So if they think they're going for a through ball there, even if you're standing there blocking it, they're still going to try and do it. And the reason I know that is because we do it ourselves. When I'm attacking as well and I see a through ball, sometimes I get tunnel vision and I just do it anyways. You're seeing it right here. They're lining up the through ball, which is extremely obvious, but they're doing it anyways once I've marked them. So it's one of those things that if someone has it in their head, they're more than likely going to commit to it. So you want to kind of let them commit to it and let them make the pass, but you want to block the pass halfway through, and that's a very efficient way of defending. And you're seeing it right here in the first clip. Let's go on to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is going to be the second man press. To tackle the ball, you press R1 and you basically have the second man press. This is one of my, I would say, riskier play styles, but definitely the most rewarding. So what you want to do is essentially activate your second man to help you tackle the ball. So right now, for example, I want you to focus on the players, but also look at the triangles of not only the player I'm defending with, but the other player. This is the player that you would switch to if you press L1. But now that I'm pressing R1, what happens is this defender right here, he is going to basically mark the ball. He's going to put pressure on the opponent. And while that's happening, I am going to watch the passing lane. So I have one defender basically tackling, and I have the second defender, which is me, marking the pass. And you can see what happens. They put pressure on them and they just panic a little bit and they go for the pass, even though it's obvious they shouldn't do that. What they should do is take their time, maybe back away and read the pressure. They don't. They start playing towards the pressure, and you're seeing it right here again. Look, we put the pressure on them. I'm going to use the second man to press him because I don't want to let go of him, but at the same time I want to watch the pass. So the second man presses him, I back away and I watch the pass. So you're essentially using 2 defenders at once. The only problem is if it goes wrong, you've essentially lost 2 defenders, but if it goes right, it basically gets the ball higher up on the pitch and you have more chance of scoring from the counter attack. I love this play style. I think if you do it well and you press the second man press, it's so efficient. But what you want to make sure you do, and I'll show you right here, is not overcommit. So look at this. As we go forward here, you see when I'm using my second man, I'm actually going backwards now. So my second man is pressing, but as he's pressing, I'm going backwards because otherwise the space opens up. Let me go back and show you that again. If you don't go backwards, you open up a big gap. So make sure when you do this, you don't just overcommit. Right there with this defender, imagine if I was staying forward, I would have overcommitted. So I want you to notice what I do with Dumfries, okay? You see right now I have Dumfries. If I second man press and I go forward, so if I second man press with this guy and I'm going forward, what happens is there's a big gap over there. So you want to make sure if you are going to second man press, one gets aggressive and the other one cuts the passing lane. That way you're kind of blocking off both options. So right now we second man press. As we do that, we're jockeying backwards, and we're watching the pass. Really efficient, but you have to do it right, otherwise it backfires and you're through at a counter. So yeah, that's number 2. We'll go through a few more clips right now. Again, just kind of using your manual defender to just do the harder stuff, watch the passing lane, stuff like that. And you want to use a second man press just to put pressure on them. This is the last bit, then we'll move on to number 3. But look at this right here. I know he's going in circles, so now I put the second man press on him. So I'm going through the left, my second man's going through the right, and it just makes them panic a little bit. Look, it just panics. He passes and he loses the ball. And look at this counter attack now. We're literally through on goal. If we're back away, we're literally through on goal right there. So it's just one of those where you want to use a second man press. Super important, but as I mentioned before, don't be too risky with it because you will lose the ball, and if you do, you're going to concede a lot of counter attacks. So try it out, balance it out, and let me know what you guys think. Then we move on to number 3. Defending tip number 3 is just using the standard B tackle. Nothing crazy, no slide tackles, just a standing tackle. And when you want to do it is when the opponent makes a turn. So when the opponent does a skill move or something that's going to be on a turn and he slows down. So let me show you what I mean. Like right here, you see he gets the ball as he goes right there. You see that little turn? You always want to do it off the turn because that's when you catch them in the like kind of the move. So right now you're going forward. As soon as he goes up, I know we have a little bit of space. We press B and we get the ball back. And what happens is your opponent, your defender kind of puts his foot out. So right there again, you want to do it off the turn or off a heavy touch. So same situation, look, as he gets the ball, right there, you see that heavy touch? It's a heavy touch. So right there, when it's a bit of a 50-50, boom, we press B and we get the ball out of there. You just want to press the B button in those situations when the defender goes a little bit out, but what you don't want to do is overcommit. If you press B too early, what happens is you get your leg stuck out and then they go past you. So you have to be careful with it. It's a very simple B button, but right there again, what happens is you put your leg out, you extend, and you have a higher chance of tackling. So it's just a simple B button, and you want to make sure you're waiting for the right time. I always recommend doing it when 1, they're slowing down, or 2, when they're overcommitting. They do a heavy touch. Those are my 2 favorite ways of doing it. You see me back away. I also like to pair it with a jockey. So if you are jockeying, it allows you to be a bit more kind of mobile. So you see we're jockey, and then boom, off the touch we press B button. Really successful. I feel like most of the time I use it, it's just more like you're waiting for the opponent to make a mistake. So when you're jockeying, which is R1 and L1 or RT and LT, you're kind of holding it, waiting. Once they make a mistake, boom, you jockey forward, press the B button. It's a great way of just winning the ball, probably the most consistent way of tackling. But if it does go wrong, your defender does get caught out. So you don't want to commit too early. You want to kind of wait. That's why I like the jockey, because it allows you to be a bit more mobile. Be ready. As soon as you're ready, boom, press the B button and you win the ball. Do you see right there? I didn't press the B button. I want to go back. I didn't press the B button right here. Right, let me go back slightly. Like, where is it? Yeah, right here. If I press the B button right now, if I press the B button, what would have happened is this, okay? My defender would have maybe stretched out. He would have gone round, and then my defender would have been stuck. So you don't want to press the B button too early. So you see we didn't press it, we keep jockeying, but when it goes in now, I know, look at that, that doesn't look like a great touch. Now I press the B button. So you want to press it when the time is right, because if you mistime it, they're going to run past you and all their attackers are going to be open. So right there again, last situation, then we'll move on. But this one is just like, wait for the perfect time. So look, right now we don't overcommit, we wait. As soon as he does that little through ball, I know right now, as soon as he gets the ball, he's going to do something. So he goes forward and look at that heavy touch, we press the B button and we're through on goal right there on the counter attack. So it's just a really good efficient way of defending. Let's move on to tip number 4. Tip number 4 is going to be not tackling at all. It's going to be jockeying to basically buy time for a mistake. So kind of like tip number 3 when I spoke about jockeying, but it's just about fully jockeying, just jockeying and kind of just playing the situation and just allowing the opponent to make a mistake. I feel like most of the time people think when you're defending you have to make a play. It's more the fact that you have to just give your opponent opportunities to make mistakes. Like right there, look, we don't overcommit, and just let them make a mistake. If you just play smart, watch the passing lanes, be annoying, kind of block off any like dangerous areas, it's a great way of playing. You're seeing it right now on the counter attack. We go through, I'm like, okay, they've got the ball, they're going to get aggressive here. I'm not going to overcommit. I'm just going to back away. I'm just going to jockey right now every time. So we're going to jockey, and look at that. We're like, okay, cool. We know he's going through. We're going to jockey. Just kind of watch the options, and then boom, we commit and we get the ball back. You just want to wait. They're either going to pass or dribble. Those are the main 2 options until they get a little bit closer. Then you can work around it. So you kind of have enough time to just do what you need to do. And you're seeing it in all of these clips. Right there, we lose the ball, so we're going to jockey. Look at that, take our time, and then boom, the heavy touch comes in and we get the ball back. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't try and go for the killer tackle all the time, because the opponents will be able to read that, do one skill move or one pass, and they're through on goal. But if you can just jockey, slow down the game a little bit, wait for them to make a mistake, most of the time, 9 out of 10 times, they're going to do something wrong, and you just kind of pick up the ball like that, okay? Most efficient way of defending is jockey. Nothing crazy, just nice jockey. Go round, cut the passing lanes, jockey, be patient, and when the opportunity is there, boom, go for it, okay? Let's move on to tip number 5, I believe. Tip number 5 is going to be the slide tackling. I don't love this one, but there's certain times where you want to do the slide tackle. It's extremely high risk, high reward. The reason it doesn't make it too high on my list is because it's kind of like last resort for me. It's one of those where you really need to extend your legs out, and it's more depending on the angle. So most of the time when you slide tackle, it's going to be, let me show you an example, but your character is going to be in a model where they're going either up or down. Let me show you what I mean. So right now, for example, let's wait to the slide tackle to see what happens. So you can see right now, this is kind of a last ditch tackle, and this is what I mean by the slide tackle. You do not want to slide tackle like going from left to right, because then your slide has to be perfect because you're going right at them. But if I slide now, my leg is going to go like that. I'm basically covering this area, so you can get away with it in these scenarios. But you can see right now he has a bit more space, he's getting ahead, so we go through and we slide tackle, and basically you're just extending your leg out. It's kind of like last resort, but it's really strong. Only use it in last resort though, and don't be too annoying with it, because if you use it recklessly you're going to get a red card. So it's more like when you get caught out and you know that your defender is kind of just behind them, but they have long legs where they can kind of catch them off guard. So right now, look, we're in a 2v1. We back away, and now look, you see we go through. As soon as he makes that pass, I know right now he could shoot. So if I go towards him, he could shoot in time. So what I'm going to try and do is the quickest like possible thing is to throw a slide. Hopefully my leg kind of blocks the shot. So right now, look, we go for a slide. You see that? And it just about beats him. It's very situational. If that goes wrong, it's a red card. So I don't recommend using the slide tackle, but I think it's important to know that it is in your locker and you can use it. The way you want to use it is have your defenders tilted a little bit at an angle, because if they're facing an angle, when they slide, their legs are going to wrap around. Right now, again, you see it, we go through, we get caught off, and we slide right there, but it's only on the heavy touch, so it's very situational. So right now, look, let's back away a little bit. You see right there, he's taking a heavy touch, and it's like right there, like I know if I press the B button, I could get it. He probably might, you know, it's a 50-50. If I slide, it's kind of a guarantee to win the ball back. So a slide is like high risk, high reward, because if it goes through, it's perfect, it looks great, and you kind of just, it looks like you made a, you know, last clutch tackle. If it goes wrong, they either get past you and you're on the floor and can't recover, or you've kind of just conceded a red card. So it's just one of those ones. But again, right there, you see that slide tackle, last second, last ditch save. But it's not something I do often. It's something I kind of don't rely on, and I wouldn't recommend you guys relying on. But it's still good to have in your back pocket. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Sorry, my brain froze there for a second. Let's move on to the next one, which is going to be tip number 6. Tip number 6 is probably something I would say that I naturally use the most. The reason why it's not too high on the list, not that it's not good or anything, it's more like it's just more of an approach to defending. So it's basically, let's see what I titled it. It's defending, waiting for opponent's mistake, playing patient. So it's kind of like what I spoke about with the jockeying, but it's kind of just, that was a bad voice break, but it's essentially just being disciplined in your defense. So just being patient. Let's go through some clips and show you what I mean. So we're using a little bit of everything. So we're using the second man press, we're using a bit of everything. So right now, let me show you what I mean. It's not like one style, specific like mechanic, it's just the style of defending. So right now we go through, we use the second man press. While we do that, we're jockeying. So what I'm trying to do essentially is use this defender to cover the width. So I want to block the width, and then I'm going to use Kalahongu here. I'm going to second man press to kind of keep Baku, the opponent, kind of trapped around there. My goal is to just keep them trapped there. So we go through, and look, as we second man press now, you see we kind of commit, then we switch again, then we back away, and we're going to back away. As he turns, we back away, and we just get the ball back. So we're just playing very disciplined, very patient. It's not a specific style, play style defending, right? Like we went through tackling and, you know, cutting lanes and, you know, jockeying, but this is more using everything. But right now, like, I'm caught off guard. I know that he can either keep dribbling into this space or he can make a through ball for this player. So right now it's just about not panicking, and the only thing that makes sense for me to do right now is to watch this player. So I'm going to watch this player, but as we go through, you see we're gonna kind of back away. We're going to kind of put pressure on him. So we're using the second man press to put pressure on him, and we're not fully committing, but we're not fully staying back. We're kind of just being disciplined and trying to see what he does. So we go through, see, we back away, and as he goes there, it looks like he's setting up for a pass. If he was going for a cross or on the byline, he would have probably carried on going and maybe cut in there. But the fact that he's cutting in now, it looks like he's trying to go for a pass, but we just played it disciplined. We go through, and right now he beats my defender. So I've read it wrong. I'm like, okay, so I'm going to go in, and then we back away a little bit. And I think right there, that is a discipline where you kind of change their mind a little bit. So look right now what he does. He beats the defender, he goes in, and this is great from him. He goes in. Now, most people in this situation, they're going to kind of commit and stop him from shooting, right? But I know that this pass is still his intention, and it's still the dangerous pass. So what I don't want to do, though, what I don't want to do is with this player, if I fully shift to the left, then he is an open goal. So you want to put just enough pressure on him. So look, we put just enough pressure on him where now he's definitely not going to commit. He's going to pass, and then we back away. So you see that that little bait at the end, I think, is really, really important, really disciplined. We go forward and back away, and it just makes them kind of second guess themselves, and they think that they've outplayed you, but you've actually outsmarted them, and it's just a really effective way of playing. So make sure when you're defending, you're disciplined, you're kind of playing those mind games, and just think about the options out there and what they could do and how you could stop them. And that's exactly what happened there. We go through once again, you see we go across, we take our time here, and we just back away. Another really, really strong tip that I didn't speak about is trying to shift the opponents to their weak foot. Let's say you're playing like Messi, right? You know he's left-footed. If he's got the ball on his right, keep the ball on his right, because he has a lower chance of scoring. And think about the left foot as if they're gonna play for it, right? Think of it like that. Like, think of it as if the attack is gonna shift to his left, so you can kind of defend accordingly. So these are just kind of styles of defending. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Those were 6 defending mechanics and tips that I think will help you guys concede less goals. Let me know which one was your favorite one, and I'll catch you guys for another video later on today. Peace.